Sleep Better Tonight, your guide to foods that promote restful sleep. Today, I want to share some exciting news about how the right foods can dramatically improve your sleep quality. As we age, getting good sleep becomes more challenging. But recent scientific research shows that certain foods can be powerful allies in your quest for better rest. Let me walk you through what works, why it works, and how you can use this knowledge starting tonight. The remarkable power of sleep-promoting foods. The evidence is clear. What you eat directly affects how well you sleep. Recent clinical trials show that simple dietary changes can reduce the time it takes to fall asleep by over 35% and increase total sleep time by more than 13%. These aren't just small improvements, they're life-changing results that can restore the restorative sleep your body needs. Your body produces less melatonin as you age, which is why sleep becomes more elusive. But here's the good news. Certain foods contain natural compounds that can help restore your body's sleep-promoting mechanisms. The most effective foods work through multiple pathways. They provide melatonin directly, support your body's natural melatonin production, calm your nervous system, and help regulate your sleep-wake cycle. The foods I'm going to discuss aren't exotic or expensive. They're common items you can find at any grocery store, and the science behind them is robust. We're talking about real clinical trials with real people, not just theoretical benefits. 7 scientifically proven sleep champions. Kiwi fruit, the sleep superstar. 2 kiwis eaten 1 hour before bedtime can transform your sleep. This isn't an exaggeration. It's based on rigorous clinical trials. In one study, people who ate 2 kiwis nightly for 4 weeks experienced a 35% reduction in the time it took to fall asleep and slept 13% longer overall. Kiwis contain a unique combination of sleep-promoting compounds. They're one of the richest natural sources of melatonin, containing about 24 micrograms per gram of fruit. They also contain serotonin precursors and a special enzyme called actinidin that helps your body absorb these beneficial compounds more effectively than other fruits. For best results, eat 2 medium kiwis about an hour before your desired bedtime. Choose ripe kiwis. They're softer and easier to digest, especially important if you have any swallowing concerns. Tart cherry juice, nature's melatonin concentrate. Tart cherry juice is like a natural sleep medication. Clinical studies consistently show that drinking 8 ounces of tart cherry juice twice daily, once in the morning and once in the evening, can increase your total sleep time by up to 34 minutes and improve sleep efficiency by 5 to 6%. The secret lies in tart cherry's exceptional melatonin content. A single glass contains natural melatonin comparable to low-dose supplements, plus antioxidants that support overall brain health. Unlike synthetic melatonin pills, the natural form in tart cherries is gentler and less likely to cause morning grogginess. Drink 8 ounces about 2 hours before bedtime, or if you prefer, you can use 2 tablespoons of tart cherry concentrate mixed with water. The slightly tart taste is pleasant, and many of my patients find it becomes a comforting part of their bedtime routine. Fatty fish, the omega-3 sleep connection. Eating fatty fish twice a week can significantly improve your sleep quality. Salmon, sardines, mackerel, and other fatty fish contain high levels of omega-3 fatty acids, particularly DHA, which is crucial for brain function and melatonin production. Research shows that people with higher omega-3 levels fall asleep faster and experience more restorative deep sleep. The combination of omega-3s and vitamin D in fatty fish creates a powerful sleep-promoting effect. These nutrients work together to regulate your circadian rhythms and support healthy melatonin production. Aim for a 3 to 4 ounce serving of fatty fish twice per week. Grilled or baked preparations work best. Avoid heavy sauces or frying that might interfere with digestion. If you're concerned about mercury, stick to smaller fish like sardines and anchovies, which are actually among the richest in omega-3s. Nuts and seeds, magnesium powerhouses. A small handful of nuts before bed can work wonders for your sleep. Almonds, walnuts, cashews, and pumpkin seeds are rich in magnesium, a mineral that's absolutely crucial for good sleep. Unfortunately, many older adults don't get enough magnesium from their diet. Magnesium acts as a natural relaxant for your nervous system. It helps activate your body's rest and digest response and has been shown in clinical trials to reduce the time it takes to fall asleep by over 17 minutes. That's nearly as effective as many sleep medications, but without the side effects. 1 ounce, about a small handful, is the perfect portion. This provides meaningful amounts of magnesium without too many calories. Walnuts are particularly special because they also contain natural melatonin. If you have trouble chewing nuts, try almond butter on a small piece of toast. Milk and dairy, the classic sleep remedy. Your grandmother was right about warm milk helping you sleep. Milk contains more tryptophan than almost any other food. Tryptophan is an amino acid that your body converts into serotonin and then melatonin, your natural sleep hormones. But here's what makes milk especially effective. The combination of tryptophan with natural sugars helps these sleep-promoting compounds reach your brain more effectively. A glass of warm milk with a teaspoon of honey creates the ideal conditions for tryptophan uptake. 8 ounces of milk about an hour before bedtime is optimal. If you're lactose intolerant, don't worry. Lactose-free milk contains the same beneficial compounds. Greek yogurt with a banana makes an excellent alternative bedtime snack with similar benefits. Oats, the gentle sleep supporter. A small bowl of oatmeal can be a perfect bedtime snack. Oats contain melatonin naturally, plus complex carbohydrates that help transport tryptophan to your brain. They also provide magnesium and have a comforting warm quality that signals to your body it's time to wind down. The key with oats is preparation. Make them with milk instead of water to boost the tryptophan content. Add a sliced banana or a small handful of berries for additional sleep-promoting compounds. Steel-cut oats are best, but even instant oats provide benefits. A half-cup serving of cooked oatmeal is plenty for a bedtime snack. If you have trouble with regular oats, try overnight oats made with milk and fruit. They're softer and easier to digest. Chamomile tea, the gentle sleep inducer. Chamomile tea is one of the safest and most pleasant ways to promote sleep. The active compound apigenin binds to the same brain receptors as anti-anxiety medications, but much more gently. While the sleep effects are modest compared to the foods I've mentioned, chamomile is particularly helpful for calming pre-sleep anxiety. Drink 1 cup about an hour before bedtime. Use tea bags or loose chamomile flowers steeped for 5 to 10 minutes. The warm liquid itself is comforting, and the ritual of preparing and sipping tea can become a valuable part of your bedtime routine. Timing and portions. Getting it right. When you eat these foods matters as much as what you eat. The optimal window is 1 to 3 hours before bedtime. This gives your body time to digest and absorb the beneficial compounds without interfering with your sleep. For bedtime snacks, think small, 150-200 calories maximum. Your body doesn't need a lot of food to get these sleep benefits. A small apple with almond butter, a cup of Greek yogurt with berries, or a slice of turkey on whole grain crackers are perfect examples. Stop eating large meals at least 3 to 4 hours before sleep. Late, heavy meals can interfere with sleep by requiring significant digestive energy when your body should be winding down. Special considerations as we age. Your body's sleep needs change as you get older, but quality sleep remains crucial for your health. Unfortunately, aging brings several challenges that can interfere with both sleep and nutrition absorption. Your stomach produces less acid as you age, which can make it harder to absorb key minerals like magnesium and calcium. This is why you might need slightly larger portions of sleep-promoting foods or targeted supplements to get the same benefits. Your natural melatonin production decreases significantly after age 60. This is why foods rich in natural melatonin, like kiwis and tart cherries, can be particularly helpful. Your body also becomes less efficient at converting tryptophan to melatonin, making it important to optimize this process with the right food combinations. Many older adults experience changes in sleep architecture: less deep sleep, more frequent awakenings, and earlier bedtimes. The nutrients in sleep-promoting foods can help support the brain chemicals that regulate these sleep stages. Critical medication interactions you need to know. If you take any medications, please discuss these dietary changes with me or your pharmacist. While these foods are generally safe, there are some important interactions to be aware of. Blood thinners like warfarin require special attention. While the sleep-promoting foods I've mentioned are generally safe, be consistent with your intake of vitamin K-rich foods like leafy greens. Sudden changes in diet can affect your medication's effectiveness. If you take blood pressure medications, particularly beta blockers, you might benefit even more from natural sleep aids. Beta blockers can interfere with your body's natural melatonin production, making dietary sources particularly valuable. Diabetes medications generally work well with these dietary approaches. In fact, stable blood sugar levels throughout the night can improve sleep quality. Just monitor your levels if you're making significant dietary changes. The most important thing to avoid is mixing these natural approaches with prescription sleep medications without medical guidance. The combination can be too sedating and increase fall risk. Making it work for you. Practical strategies. Start with one or two foods that appeal to you most. I often recommend beginning with tart cherry juice or kiwi fruit because the evidence is strongest and the effects are most noticeable. Give any new approach at least 2 weeks to show benefits. Create a bedtime routine around these foods. Having your kiwis or warm milk can become a pleasant signal to your body that it's time to wind down. This routine itself becomes part of the sleep-promoting process. If you have swallowing difficulties, there are excellent alternatives. Smoothies made with sleep-promoting ingredients, well-cooked oatmeal, or pureed fruits can provide the same benefits in easier-to-swallow forms. Keep a simple sleep diary. Note which foods you try and how you sleep. This helps identify what works best for your individual body chemistry. The latest research confirms what many suspected. Recent scientific studies have validated many traditional sleep remedies while discovering new ones. A 2024 meta-analysis of over 30 clinical trials confirmed that magnesium supplementation, amino acids, and natural melatonin sources significantly improve sleep quality in older adults. Perhaps most importantly, these natural approaches are safer than many alternatives. Unlike prescription sleep medications, which can increase fall risk and cognitive problems in older adults, food-based interventions have excellent safety profiles. The Mediterranean diet pattern, which includes many of these sleep-promoting foods, has been associated with better sleep quality in multiple large studies. This suggests that a comprehensive approach, incorporating several of these foods regularly, may be more effective than relying on just one. Your path to better sleep starts tonight. Good sleep isn't a luxury, it's essential for your health, mood, and quality of life. The foods I've discussed offer a safe, natural way to support your body's sleep systems. Unlike medications that can lose effectiveness over time, these nutritional approaches often become more beneficial as you use them consistently. Remember that small changes can yield big results. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet. Adding 2 kiwis before bed, switching to tart cherry juice in the evening, or having a small handful of nuts as a bedtime snack can make a meaningful difference. Be patient with yourself as you implement these changes. Sleep improvements often take 1 to 2 weeks to become noticeable, and the full benefits may take a month or more. but the wait is worth it. Better sleep affects every aspect of your health and well-being. Most importantly, these approaches work best as part of good overall sleep hygiene. Keep a consistent bedtime, create a comfortable sleep environment, get morning sunlight, and stay physically active during the day. When you combine these lifestyle factors with the right foods, you're giving yourself the best possible chance for restorative sleep. Your body has an incredible capacity to heal and rejuvenate during sleep. By nourishing it with the right foods at the right times, you're supporting one of the most important functions for healthy aging. Sweet dreams, and here's to better sleep starting tonight.